Hi everyone, Ben Francia po uli. So ito po ang unang video sa series of 12 videos kung saan i-discuss ko yung 12 different principles of permaculture. So yung mga nakaraang videos, yung mga naunang videos that we produced, dito yung pinag-usapan natin yung konting introduction about permaculture, history ng permaculture na it was founded by two Australians, si Bill Mollison and David Holmgren. Pinag-usapan din natin how it started, how it evolved into the design approach that we know now, that is permaculture. So, in addition to that, napag-usapan din po natin yung tatlong ethics, yung earth care, people care, and fair share. So, ito yung guiding natin, kumbaga values natin in practicing permaculture. And if you also failed to watch yung isang video ko discussing, kinuwento ko yung history, actually hindi history, yung konting kwento, how I started my permaculture journey and how I started doing farming dito sa Tayabas, Quezon. Check out those videos in the playlist para you won't miss yung mga initial videos that we produced. Okay, so for this video, we'll be talking about the first principle. Ito yung pinakaunang principle. I would say, parang cornerstone principle to among all 12 principles of permaculture. And that principle is all about observing and interacting. So observe and interact. So when you say observe and interact, it's all about being sensitive to the environment and observing the things that are around us, what's happening around us. So ako, when I started to learn about this principle, ang una kong tiningnan ay ano ba yung mga different components around the farm. Okay? So the farm kasi is a permaculture system. So I need to understand what are those different components that are interacting with each other. So meron kang mga living things and meron kang non-living things. So when it comes to living things, syempre i-observe ko lahat ng mga existing wild plants, kung ano yung mga insects na tumutubo dito, anong klaseng lupa ba meron ako, clayish ba siya, moist ba yung lupa, healthy ba siya, anong kulay. So those are a few different things na in-observe ko. In addition to that, I've also observed the different energies that are interacting with the site. So, syempre when you talk about energies, titingnan natin ang sunlight, ang angle of the sun, angles of the sun depending on the season kasi syempre nag-iiba-iba rin yan depending on the angle ng yung tilt ng axis ng Earth. Nag-iiba-iba yan. It doesn't mean na maaraw in certain areas kapag certain season of the year, ganun din siya all throughout the year. Nag-iiba-iba po yan. So, aside from that, isang malaking bagay that we've observed, yung water. Specifically, yung water runoff direction. Kasi syempre, since sloping yung area ng property, malaking bagay is for us to understand saan dumadaan yung tubig, saan nagkakaroon ng erosion, saan namin kailangan saluhin yung tubig. What else? Wind is also an energy that you need to observe. So, observing wind direction, wind strength in different seasons of the year allows us to, kumbaga, make educated decisions when it comes to, let's say, building structures, where to plant the trees, kailangan ba maglagay ng windbreak. So those are, parang those are examples of passive observation. Siyempre, hindi lang dapat passive observation ang gagawin natin. Meron din tinatawag na active observation. When you say active observation, you do some intervention, you work on something, tapos tingnan mo ano yung magiging result nun. So, for example, nung nakikita nga namin malakas yung runoff ng tubig dito sa property namin because of marami na naputol na mga puno doon sa mga matataas na areas. So, what we did, nung una, syempre nagtanim kami on certain areas. Then, nakita namin later on, after planting, kung ano yung mga areas na mahirap magtanim kasi may dumadaan talaga na tubig doon. So, eventually, we decided na wag na magtanim doon. So that was a decision, a solution that we made as a result of our observation. So observation plays a huge role in permaculture kasi ang permaculture is really all about emulating natural ecosystems eh. So kung hindi tayo in tune with what's happening in nature, how nature provides solutions to certain problems, medyo mahihirapan tayo. Kaya the first step is really to observe and to understand the different patterns in nature para we in turn can come up with with strategic solutions in our permaculture designs. So in a nutshell, that's the principle of observe and interact. My suggestion, especially for yung mga may owners ng farms, those who wanna create a permaculture farm like this, start documenting your observations. Kasi syempre, marami kayong ma-observe, and if you don't put it in writing, or let's say, at least take photos or videos, makakalimutan nyo yan eh. And it's going to be hard eventually once you come up with a master plan and a design kung wala kayong ganong klaseng documentation. So, it can be as simple as, let's say, a journal, or let's say, a folder in your telephone. Pwede ring, if you want to be more technical at mas structured in permaculture design, you can come up with a base map. A base map is basically a site map showing all the different components, all the different energies around the farm. Tapos pwede mo doon i-annotate na lang yung observations mo. So, one other suggestion, best if you can have one full year cycle of observation do sa property mo. Kasi syempre, iba-iba yung nagiging conditions dun sa farm mo or do sa property nyo, depending on the season. Syempre, nag-iiba yan kapag tag-ulan, kapag tag-init, pag merong bagyo, okay? So, you need one full year cycle for you to be able to experience all those different changes in the different microclimates in the area, in the iba't ibang spot and different zones in your property. So, those are the different things that I can recommend in the application of this principle. Later, you'll realize as we talk about the different principles, yung next 11, that observation still plays a huge role. Okay? Kasi yun ang very start. Kaya sinasabi ko, it's the cornerstone of all the principles in permaculture. So, that's it. I hope you learned something new from this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell para you can receive future notifications once we produce the next video in this series. So again, maraming salamat. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.